Hello everyone, you're welcome back. So if you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. Returning subscriber, thank you for watching my videos. On today's video, we're making burger. So we're going to start off by making our burger buns first. So into a bowl, you add your warm water, you add your yeast. Let that to sit for 2 minutes for the yeast to activate. And you want to use instant yeast for this recipe. So when it's activated, we're going with our dried ingredients, with our sugar, our salt, okay, and our powdered milk. I'm going to drop the ingredients and the complete measurement in the description box. So you're going to give this a good stir, and then you're going with your flour. You have to mix very well with your spatula. And if you're using a stand mixer, all of these can just go into your stand mixer, and you allow your stand mixer do the work for 5 to 7 minutes. But since I'm not using a stand mixer, because of course I'm just teaching you how to make this burger at home, and I'm sure not everyone have a stand mixer at home, so you can actually use the manual method. Give all of this a good stir. You use your hand to knead for 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, if you're using a stand mixer, your mixer should work on the dough for 5 to 7 minutes. But if you're doing that manually with your hand, you have to knead for 10 to 15 minutes. And if you note, I did not put the margarine yet because I want the gluten component in my flour to strengthen before I go in with my margarine. So you might also want to do it this way. Believe me, you'll like the way your burger bun will come out if you do it this way. So we just have to knead properly, knead with your hand very well to make sure everything incorporates. So at this point, I'm introducing my butter. And as I introduce it bit by bit, I'm also going to knead properly to make sure it is evenly distributed. I advise you put it bit by bit this way to make sure every part of your dough gets the butter just the same way I'm doing, just bit by bit. And you have to knead that with a whole lot of strength. Yeah, you need to bring out your strength to knead this properly. Can you see how stretchy and really workable my dough is? This is the power of proper measurements and proper kneading. Can you see how fine my dough came out? This dough is really fine, and I'm really proud of myself. So you bring out your bowl, oil your bowl, and then put your dough. Allow it to sit in the bowl for 1 hour. Remember to cover the bowl with a cling film and keep in a warm place. I advise you keep in an oven, not an oven you recently used. No. So you let that sit for 1 hour. While that's sitting, it's time for us to make our egg wash. Our egg wash is just a combination of the egg yolk and 1 tablespoon of milk. And this serves as a glue for the sesame seed we used to put on top of the burger bun, and it also makes the top of our burger bun to look really shiny. Now this is after 1 hour. If you notice, our dough is doubled in size. So we're going to open that up and punch out the excess air. Yeah, this measurement I'll be giving you in the description box will make 6 burger bun. That's the measurements I used, and this gave me 6 really beautiful and medium-sized burger bun. So we just have to divide it into the parts we need, okay? If you want it bigger, you can do just whatever you want. So this is the size I want. I divided it. Now I think you might want to pay keen attention at this time, because this is the best and the easiest way I use in rolling my burger bun. Now this is the first method. You just flatten out the portion you got and you roll it to a perfect or almost perfect round shape. The method I just gave is for those that don't have a rolling pin. But if you have a rolling pin, you just take out the portion this way. Use your rolling pin to flatten it out. And I'm not saying you should flatten it so much, just this way. Please, you're not flattening it to be really flat. It's not flat, as you can see. Now we're just going to place it on our palm. Then use your hand, bring in every of the edge together to the middle. Now pinch it, close it up, use your palm and also give it an almost perfect round shape. And I'm sure this is very easy. This is very, very easy. You see what we have, a perfect round dough. So we're going to repeat the process. If you didn't get the first one, you might want to watch closely. It's very easy. Just use your rolling pin, get a portion of the dough you've sliced out. Just get it this way. Yeah, just pinch the edges to the center. Use your palm to roll it in. As you're rolling it, use your other hand to make sure the other part is going inside. And then you have the perfect round dough for your burger bun. I'm sure this is very easy, very, very easy. Before this time, I used to think it's a very difficult thing. And when I want to make my burger, I go to the store to get burger bun. But I said not anymore. So when you place it on your parchment paper, you cover it up and allow it to rise for another 45 minutes. So after 45 minutes, this is what we have. It's time for us to egg wash. Now remember what egg wash we've done. We're going to use it to rub in our dough very well. So you want to make sure the egg wash gets to almost every part of the dough you've cut out. Remember I said the egg wash is also acting as a glue for the sesame seed. Now it's time for us to sprinkle our sesame seed on it. Some people decide to use the black sesame, but I prefer the white. So I got a white sesame seed and I'm just using it to sprinkle on our burger bun. You guys, this burger bun came out so nice. And you don't want to sleep on this recipe. If you're trying to make your burger, please just try it for once to do your burger bun yourself. And make sure you use this recipe I'm giving you a measurement. You guys, after baking for 20 minutes, this is what we have. This is so good. So now it's time for us to make our burger patty. So into a bowl, you add your minced beef, add your chili pepper, give that a good mix. I love mine spicy, so I added more of the chili pepper. I seasoned with salt, and I also added seasoning powder, and I also added fresh egg, one medium-sized egg, and I gave everything a perfect and a good mix. So when that's ready, into our pan, I added my margarine and I let that to heat up and melt. Then you're going to see how I use my palm to just take a portion of the beef or of the minced meat, flatten it this way. Some people also use minced chicken, but here I'm using minced beef. So I allow the oil circulate on my pan and I flattened out my beef this way, and then I placed it on my pan. Remember, on low heat. On low heat, so your beef will be properly cooked. You don't want to eat a half cooked beef. So make sure when you're making your burger patty, you're doing it on a low heat, so the heat is going to get into the meat properly and your meat will be properly cooked. So at this point, my burger patty is ready and it tasted so good. Now it's time for me to add my cheese slice. I just added my cheese slice and allowed the cheese slice to melt in. Now let us make our cream. So this is basically what I used for my cream. I used Bama mayonnaise, I also used ketchup, and I used this mustard dressing. You guys, this mustard dressing is the best thing that will ever happen to your filling cream or your salad cream. This mustard dressing is the truth. I've forgotten the name of the brand, but maybe I'll put it in the description also. And I also added chili pepper. Remember I said I want mine to be spicy, so everything is by preference. You just adjust it to your own preference. I gave everything a good mix, and now it's time for us to lay our burger. You give your burger bun a slice this way, open everything up, you rub your cream at the top part and at the lower part of it. Now it's time for you to layer. If you want a double decker, you can make a double decker. If you want a single decker, you can make a single decker. What it basically means is that, do you want to put two of the burger patty or just one of the burger patty in there? But I use just one. So I placed my burger patty. Oh, sorry, I used two. I placed my burger patty, one with the cheese, the other without cheese. Now I was supposed to use lettuce for this, but I couldn't get lettuce, so I used cabbage. I also layered with my tomato, and then I crowned everything with a top burger bun. You guys, you know I made this from scratch. You can make your own burger too from the scratch, and this tasted so good. Homemade burger with no nonsense added. You know, you're eating everything good, healthy. Whatever you don't want in it, you can take it out and replace it with what you want. Everything is by your own preference, but at least I know you can now make a burger from scratch from the comfort of your home. Thanks for watching. If you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to our channel. Bye.